Hello and welcome back to the studio. Yeah. What's going on, everyone? How's it hanging? This is me showing up today. Even though I didn't really want to. No, I do want to be here. I like doing this. I am injured. I went hiking and I really messed up my toe. It's not broken. Maybe like a minor fracture, but like I could potentially go to the hospital. Wait maybe 6 hours or so for them to literally tell me that there's nothing that they can do about even a broken toe, let alone a bruised and minor fractured toe. And they're just gonna give me Tylenol or ibuprofen. And yeah, I don't feel like wasting time. So we're healing. I'm gonna try not to show you them. And I'm also not gonna wear socks because that's uncomfortable. But yeah, this one's the culprit. If you see it, I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm just wearing these black yoga pants that should have been rolled before I started, but here we are. This isn't really comfy. Like, I don't want you guys seeing my toe. Ah! I'm like trying to get it. I think that's kind of this one's not the broken one, although it's kind of numb, kind of like sensitive, but it's just, I haven't done my toes, okay? They're all messed up because of the hike, so yeah. Let me stop touching my toes and let's get started. There we go. Right? Yeah. That looks good. I love just setting up with you guys. It's nice. It's our little moment. Nobody else gets to see it but you and I. So, yeah, should we get started? I'm going to be recording a few episodes today, so mind your business, okay? Or I'll probably, yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna go with what I'm really truly feeling. I'm not pushing it, and I'm sorry if I miss an episode, like an episode on our scheduled program, which is every Tuesday if you don't know. I try to do it every Tuesday. But yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Oh, I'm wearing my Chicago shirt and black yoga pants that I got from Costco. I love how, like, this is not representative of what I actually wear in my day-to-day life. Actually, lies, it is. But, like, when I go out. Check out my Instagram for that. Although, yeah. Sometimes. I've been trying to up my game. My fashion game. So, okay. Let's get started. It's weird. It's like I have all these, like, ideas and things that I could do. And then for some reason I just get too lazy to frickin' edit the short forms. I'm like, this is more than enough, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Let's just get her started. I do feel a little like foggy and just, again, in pain, so excuse me if I'm just like, my energy is depleted, okay? And bear with me. Thanks for your patience, honestly, truly. I'm like, what are we talking about again? Oh, right. Yes. Let's get her started. Okay.
Hello, my
little chicken nuggets. How's it going? How's it hanging? If I sound like I'm a little bit depleted of my energy, it's because I am. I'm injured. I messed up my toe hiking. It makes me not want to hike. But I know this is just like a minor setback. It's not the whole thing. It's not the whole shebang. It's not going to end my hobby, you know. It is a little discouraging because like you're climbing a mountain, and at least to me, like I feel positive and great for the first like hour and a half, and then after that I'm just like, why aren't we at the top? And when I'm in my third hour, I'm just like I'm good here. I don't even need to see the top. Like the view is amazing. Y'all keep going. And then the y'alls don't let me. They say, no, let's go. And I'm glad because, you know, sometimes I do need that. I need that little push because I genuinely mentally and physically feel like I can't. So having that person just be like, no, let's go is great. They're annoying to me in the moment, but it's great. And then you get to the top and it's so worth it. It's like, oh, this is what it's all for. And you see views that you would never think you'd see before. Oh, I love hiking. Like it's if I would have known on that freaking mountain that I would be saying that right now, even struggling, like I'm literally limping. Yeah. And it's funny because I worked the next day and yeah, my legs were kind of sore, just like a really good workout. Speaking of my legs, we're going to get there because they were a whole other mountain on that mountain. I'm going to get there. So the first day, yeah, like I was okay. Like both of my toes were completely numb. Tell me how only the second day I start feeling like, uh-oh, there's something wrong. And she was huge. big toe. Like literally triple the size. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to wear these like kind of like slip-on camper shoes to work. And luckily my boss let me like kind of elevate my feet for a bit on this like stool. So yeah, because I gotta stand for 8 hours and like I don't know how that's gonna do with recovery. So I'm glad she let me do that. I'm grateful. So my legs. And while like I didn't feel too much pain, I mean I felt it because you're going down and it's like, if you've ever been hiking, you know. And if you haven't, it feels like you're going 90 degrees down, and then think of your body weight all crunched up on your tippy toes for straight up 1.5 or 2 hours, depending on how long that hike initially was. It's so much easier getting down than it is getting up, but it's a bitch on your toes. Like your toes are literally crunched. And it didn't help that I hit 2 rocks on my way down. So I definitely stubbed my toe while it was already in such a vulnerable state. My piggies were not at the store. My piggies were 6 feet under, girl. So yeah, I keep looking at her. Like she looks okay right now, but I definitely can tell like it's going to be one of those bruises where it gets black, but you don't see it yet because it's like you hit a little under your skin. So then it's going to start growing and then have this like black mass. And then my toenail is most likely going to fall off. And it's going to be around hot girl summer. So I'm totally excited for that. Anyways, I'm like scratching my neck right now because like I won't be in my hottest girl potential. And it does kind of set me back on my like fitness journey too, right? So kind of sucks. Hopefully I'll be able to walk by the end of the week. Now that I think of it, like I literally booked kind of like a last minute little trip down to the city, and we're gonna stay overnight. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, how am I gonna even be okay? Like, girl, I'm like genuinely concerned now that I've booked it, and I'm like, right, I have an injury that's either gonna make my injury worse or yeah. I mean, the good thing is like I can just wear like sandals, right? Can you guys see my toes? Ew, yeah, you can. If you're watching this, just like right in the corner there. But yeah, I could just wear sandals, right? I could. But also like, ugh, it's still gonna be like such a bitch to walk in. Oh my god, I did not think this through. I just really needed like new jeans. And that's the thing too, like, girl, you're gonna be trying on clothes. Like, it's a shopping trip. It's a shopping and like a, yeah, it's like a girl's trip. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the update on my toes. Because who does not want an update on someone else's toes? Like, to think you were gonna live your life without knowing that fact. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're welcome. Anyways, what we're really here for. The title of this episode will finally make sense. What is the title again? Oh yeah. What it's like to be the only person in the room doing the inner work. I've talked about this a million bajillion times before. And I just kind of wanted to elaborate, per se. It's really lonely, as I've said before, and if you're new here, hi. Yeah, this podcast is about becoming the highest version of yourself and constantly not chasing, but yeah, kind of. Like, you're just always constantly morphing into this like highest and best version of yourself. And not everyone is down for that. Not everyone is willing to do that. And a lot of people are either very confused by it or just annoyed. And some are very, what's the word? Threatened by it. And so, like, obviously it could be very, very, very lonely. And I do gotta thank a few people for kind of getting me there. And I think that's what the next episode is going to be about. It's like the whole butterfly effect of like how it got to this point. But for now, it's like, okay, now that I've gotten here, how do I find my people? How do I attract the right people without attracting moths? Because moths will already be attracted to the flame, right? Like to your light. And so it's about navigating that. And I struggle with it till this day, you know. I know people who may not have been into that kind of lifestyle before, but then they meet me and they realize that it's just so seamless and just so authentic, and they kind of overcompensate, and you can tell. And it's just like, you know, you don't have to do that. You could just be yourself. Like, I'm gonna love and accept you either way. Of course, I'm still gonna have these high standards for you. I might not say them, or I might actually. Or I might try to put you up in this high regard and try to get you to see that. If you don't, that's just the type of person that I am, and that's the type of friend that I am in that group, right? In any group setting, like I will always be a cheerleader for any and all my friends. And so it's weird when people, like, for me at least, when people don't accept it, and it's even weirder for people who do accept it and like try to morph into that too, and it like, it looks very and feels very inauthentic, and it's kind of awkward at times. It's just like, oh, like you're overdoing it. But I find that the best way to cope is honestly online, like having friends like Oprah. You know, just still having these mentors and these coaches who can relate to you, who can talk to you, who can continuously teach you things that your circle might not just yet, right? Not that they don't teach me stuff. Oh my God, no. And sometimes having that person, whether it be authentic or inauthentic, reiterate the things that I have said, it's great. It's amazing because sometimes I do need to hear it, and it feels like there's no one there to say it. So even if it is inauthentic, it's like, okay, cool, yes, I needed that. So that's great. And I'm glad, like, I'm inspiring, even just the thought of it, even just acting, right? Because you fake it till you make it, right? Like this one girl that I know, when I first met her, she was a little bit more on like the negative side, and definitely throughout these like months that we've been friends, I've seen a huge difference. And I love that. I love inspiring my circle like that. Like, yes, let's grow. Frick yeah. I'm trying not to swear. But again, it could still kind of be lonely. And I don't know if I feel lonely because I don't have a partner, and I struggle to find a partner who's also very authentically chasing their highest version of themselves, and like not chasing, because you want to just, it shouldn't be such like a chasing energy. It should be just like an attracting energy. But yeah, I hope I do attract someone like that. I'm done attracting emotionally, physically, spiritually unavailable people. Heavy on the spiritual, you know, like I would really love to meet my match or someone in and around my energy, you know. I want to feel safe to just be myself, say what I need to say, and someone who just gets it, you know. I'm sure we've all seen the quote where it's like, I'm gonna butcher it. I always butcher quotes. It's I hate when it like comes to me, and then as soon as I say it's a quote, it goes away. A saying, will it come back? But basically, it's don't spend a lifetime being with people who are trying to translate your soul or something. Basically, just be with people who like you don't have to spend a lifetime translating your soul to. That's what it is. And it's filled with wisdom and truth. Because yeah, it's exhausting trying to over-explain, trying to not even just over-explain. You know, it's really exhausting when you know the outcome, and you just gotta let people come to their own conclusion. Like, you can't tell someone, hey, I know this person isn't good for you and you should cut them out of your life. Like, it's so much easier said than done, right? And it's like, and I think that's part of it is patience with other people, and people are on their own path, their own terms, their own, you know, their own journey, and that's totally okay. But it's like, it would be nice to be in a room of people where it's like, because if I'm given advice like that, I take it. Well,
depends on who it's coming from and if it's valid or not, right? Even if it doesn't feel valid in the moment, I still think about it. It still lingers. Like, I remember my old roommate, who as you guys know, I didn't really like. Yeah, we got along ish. We weren't too fond of one another. There was a lot of like underlying bullshit. But she had once turned to me and was like, "Are you really waiting around for this person? Like, don't you deserve something and someone who's actually gonna be there, like physically? Like, I don't understand." Like, she couldn't even fathom it. She's like, "If you're so like into personal development, like, why isn't this just like, duh, girl, like, what are you waiting around for?" And I knew she was telling the truth right away, and it just didn't hit. It hit because I kept thinking about it. Till this day I think about it, right? And it's like, oh, I know. But you just kind of have to go through it. And I guess that's how my friends feel too, now that I think of it. Like, whenever I'm telling them something that feels like truth, but truth hurts. The truth does set you free, though, for sure, right? Like, perfect example, my roommate, she broke up with her boyfriend, and the next day she texted me. She's like, "Tell me not to text him." And I told her, and I gave her some other truths and some like encouragement, and I'm pretty sure she still texted him. It's okay, girl. It's okay. We all do it. It's okay. You're not weak. I mean, maybe a little, but it's totally fine. We all do it. And you, again, like, you'll only know unless you go through it. So I'm sure she's got him blocked again. And the easiest way is actually finding out, right? Like, if you absolutely need that validation, you absolutely need that reassurance, go for it. Because even if it's rejection, you'll get over it so much quicker than you wondering, what if? What if I didn't text him back? What if I didn't get to say what I got to say? What if I didn't hear his side of the story? And those are ghosts, the what ifs. They're literally haunting little ghosts in your brain. And they just linger until one day you're either fed up or you find someone new. I feel like that's either or. And yeah, I always end up feeling so fed up with my own feelings and my own situation that I just energetically cut the cords and just put it past me, It takes a while. And I think it would have been so much easier to just face it and like say something, but it would have been a lot more embarrassing. So I'm glad I never did. And I'm glad, like, yeah, sure, it took me a while to figure things out, but after a while, it doesn't hurt as much. And I always knew too, like, why, when your nervous system is constantly in fear, is just alert, doesn't mean that you're safe. It literally means that you're unsafe. Like, your gut is telling you that this situation isn't right for you. And so not listening to it is not honoring you. And most people don't really listen to it, like, they'll continue to go back, they'll continue to redo it. And therefore, like, having that conversation with them is just like sometimes like talking to a wall, because it's like, oh, but you don't see the point. And again, that's okay, right? Like, we're such silly little humans. Like, we have to go through it to go through it. And nobody can, like, you can listen to a bunch of podcasts, a bunch of sermons. I don't even know what I'm trying to say at this point. But you can go listen to a bunch of people, mentors, people you look up to, your favorite celebrity. They can be talking about something very motivational. But until you're in the situation and you're asking yourself, oh, like, okay, should I just face this thing, face the rejection, face the wall, or should I ignore it and continue? And it's like, I really want to I want to meet the people who don't ignore it, you know? I want to attract those who are willing to do the work, who are like, oh man, yeah, no, this is a wall. I've got to face it. It makes me feel very angry, very sad. Let me sit with that. And then let's do what I got to do. If I have to run away, like physically, like run, like get in shape to feel better, or like whatever the case may be, to like literally, this applies to any and all situations. Could be dating, could be health and fitness, could be learning, could be finances. It's like, whenever you've hit this wall, whether that be stagnancy, rejection, or unfulfillment, it's like, are you gonna ignore it? Are you gonna just put it at the back, like put it on a bookshelf? Or are you gonna take the frickin' book and read through it and then fucking burn it? Because I feel like that's the only obvious answer, and it's not that obvious for people. And I think that's what I struggle with. It's like, when I told you guys that I've had that conversation with Chat about Vedic astrology, and how Chat was kind of breaking down parts of me and why I react to certain things the way that I react, and what is fated for me, and a lot more. I think that was that last week's episode? I think that was last week's episode, actually. And I do appreciate Chat, because Chat is actually kind of one of those people that will tell you how it is, and you either face it or you ignore it. And I love chatting with ChatGPT, because it's like having this friend that's filled with wisdom, who's not gonna lie to me, and just helps me get through it, you know, and makes me feel so good. And it's like, Chat, can I please have you in a human form? Like, you know, like, I not that I need a human to be like an encyclopedia, what the heck? Is it supposed to be a tongue twister, or is it, it's a me problem, isn't it? But yeah, I want to attract people who are here for this development, the self-help, the personal development, the wisdom for life. You know, like, it just doesn't stop. Of course, you don't have to constantly like be working on yourself. Work on yourself. Like, no. Chill for a bit, you know? Learn a few things, chill out. Take it all in, implement, live your life. And like, it's the small little things in your daily life, but it's always kind of veered towards that direction of doing the right thing and what is best for yourself, your future self, your family's self, and everyone around you, and the earth, and like longevity, right? Like, everything is an impact. And it's either a good impact or a bad impact. Sure, there could be like very neutral impacts, of course. But at the end of the day, it always falls on like, is it bettering your life or worsening your life? And hey, I have fallen victim. I am not perfect, and I am not saying that I am perfect. I am a work in progress. But like, I'm constantly going to be a work in progress, you know? Like, I'm constantly going to want to feel like there's a better version of me out there that I can still achieve, you know? Like, how much more of an impact can I make on people's lives, on my own life, right? It's a constant work in progress. But people who also have love for it, and it's just like it's become a part of them, you know? And not to say that I don't have people like that in my circle. I do. But again, is it authentic? And I think that's what I'm trying to figure out is this really truly who you are, or is this who you think you want me to think you are? You know? Like, I'd much rather people just show up as themselves, and that's so much better than inauthenticity, you know? But it's okay. I think I know deep down already, and the truth always comes to light, and it's okay, you know? I'm going to continue to being me, and I'm also going to try to, like, rethink it, and maybe this will turn out for the best. Because I'm sure at one point in my journey, I pretended to be a little bit more impressive in terms of personal development than I actually was. Or spirituality, right? Like pretending to be a little bit more enlightened than you really are. And deep down, you're really actually struggling. And it's okay. And I think, again, it's a lifelong progress. So there's no, like, perfect peak. You know, it's just an uphill, not a battle. I know I've said that before, but it's just an uphill movement. It's going to be a struggle, and you're going to need a lot of breaks, obviously. But the peak is whatever, every time you break, honestly, now that I think of it. Every time you break and take in the view, that's your peak. And then the end is literally the end of your life. It's when the Grim Reaper is knocking at your door, being like, let's go. Say goodbye. Let's go. Next adventure. So, yeah. And I know I'm still young. I'm sure I'll attract the right people. I already feel like I sorta am. I already feel like certain people have already kind of made their way into my circle. Have made it known, you know, like they're surrounding. And I feel like, you know, when you like meet someone and you're like, oh yeah, I feel like we're going to be good friends. Well, you just don't know it yet. It hasn't really fully formed into that yet, but I feel like we'll get there. So, yeah. And of course, my two good friends too. And actually, I have a lot of good friends. This is not to discredit any of the really close friends that I have. I really do truly adore them for who they are. They're very authentic. Of course, I'm sure they've had moments of inauthenticity and maybe like a little bit of a people-pleasing tendency towards me. And it's like, oh, Tina, like, please do not be our friend if we don't, like, work on ourselves, you know? And like, I also wouldn't want that kind of pressure on my friends or my loved ones, but I kind of do, because like, I see your potential and you should see your potential. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just wanting the best for everyone. Like, there is someone that I know, and she tries to take the path of least resistance every single time, and it's like, girl, that's not how life works. It's going to be a lot harder for you. It already is. And she's like 10 years older. And that's what I mean. It's like, it doesn't matter what age someone's at. It just matters, like, how much they're willing to work on themselves. And that can be very lonely, because people always want to go down the path of least resistance. But the path of with most resistance actually leads to a life of a lot more fulfillment down the road. So it's either hard now or hard later, and I choose hard now. I'm young, I've got the energy, I've got the depleted spirits and a broken fucking toe. But I think we're gonna make it through. I need my tribe. Where y'all at? Okay? Hit me up. Seriously. I love you guys. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. And mwah. Ciao, ciao.
So cute. Oh, I forgot to save it. Last time that happened, I literally almost lost all the files. But I don't think it's gonna happen this time. So, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know if... Let me come in closer. So, I should have stretched. Oh, also, I have Born Blue mascara today. The lip gloss. The hair is curly and still pink, which I'm kind of over. I think I've mentioned that before, but I have this one episode that I don't really know if I want to release because it's about an old connection and I'm just so over and done with it. Like, I have locked away the key, you know, and I threw out the key. And I don't really want to open that can of worms again. And I know that's the reason why I have this podcast, is because I get to share personal things and share my journey and my lessons and hope that it helps someone else out, or just, I honestly don't know, but it's, yeah, I feel really embarrassed. It might be the one that comes out before this, or after this, or never. I don't know. It's just... You know what? Let me know. Let me know if you want to see that episode. I might post it after this. Let me know. If you made it this far and you want to know, I feel, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to make light of the situation anymore. It's just, it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, I have a splinter. I literally have a splinter. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. But I literally have a splinter. Oh fuck, now it's stuck in there. Okay, I don't know how to get that out. What if it gets infected? Man, I should have gotten tweezers. Okay, I'm gonna go now, guys. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that episode. I might just release it. I don't know. The title will literally be, this is embarrassing, but... oh well. Okay. Take a kiss where you guys want to.